Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either way Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video, and yes, I will mention 4chan and Grumpycat. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member. There's lots of perks, and also Wraithx, the DTH domain name. So we'll start off with 4chan because they did exceedingly well the last couple days. They were up about 200% yesterday, and then on the day they were about they're still remaining at about a $3 million market cap, which is really cool. If we go and we take a look at the chart and you go by the 15-minute chart, looks like you do have a nice reverse head and shoulders there. So I think that could be pretty bullish considering the amount of volume that they're having, the amount of staying power that they seem to have, and they are teasing exchanges as well. They do, again, they are fully renounced contracts. There's no devs. It is completely community driven. I really do like that. Another thing that I really like is Grumpycat. I did put another like $700 into Grumpycat yesterday. Currently we're at a $7 million market cap. There will be about $50,000 just between my friends and myself going in before this weekend. So that'll be really cool to see that nice little green candle. Unsure if it'll all be at the same time or if it'll be spaced out to prevent it from mooning, but maybe we want to do that. Maybe we want to see a nice green candle. I'm not sure. I'll keep you posted. Pro the Doge has been hosting a space today. That's pretty cool. We are currently going up and down, so we have only about 200,000 in volume on the day. So when you have something like this of 200,000 in volume, and you go and you put more than 10% of it at once, actually 20% of it at once, we could see a monster green candle. I'm really, really excited for what the next couple days brings. And moving on to the Veve and OMI. So OMI on the day down about 1.1%, but still above that 0006 mark at 0061. $694,000 on the day in volume, and doesn't look like too much is really happening. There has been no major announcements from Akomi. We have had a couple of announcements from Veve though. I'll get into a couple of those later in this video. Moving on. Guys, if you have a Cosmo and you're like, oh, okay, I'm looking to sell. If you sell at any point today, currently we are on the 31st of May, and you only have one Cosmo, and it's like, oh, well, I held it through the 31st of May, and you sell it at midnight, if you're on New York, if you're on New York time, Eastern Standard Time, selling at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, even 3 o'clock after it supposedly ends, you will not get that rocket airdrop. Even if you sell at 3:01, there is a chance you will not get that rocket airdrop. Now, I know the snapshot ends at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 1st, but just because it ends that date or at that time doesn't mean that if you buy a Cosmo right now that you'll get that rocket airdrop. What happens is if you have to hold a Cosmo or the whole set between 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 31st and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 1st, if you do not, like let's say if you happen to get it at 11:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 31st, it still doesn't matter. Unfortunately, you won't get it. So that's why I believe there's going to be, I don't know, maybe 700 of the rockets, of the airdrops, because some people won't have it for that full time. Everyone that's selling right now at the floor, they're not going to get it, as long as they're bought anyway. Anywho, moving on. So yesterday was an interesting day. Yesterday on the Veve app, we had a comic drop, and it was fine. Made, I think, like $22,000. That was the Captain America. I think it's when Bucky first appears as Captain America. Yeah, it's the first appearance of Bucky as Captain America. I thought it was really cool. I really like Bucky. They were kind of making a big deal about it at Veve too, but again, only made like $21,000, not a ton. What surprised me about yesterday's money is that Hulk, first appearance Hulk, animated with sound, looks really cool, was released 2 months ago and, hadn't sold out until yesterday when randomly like 400 of them decided to go and get sold. That you had over $22,000 in Hulk sale yesterday. That's a lot. That's more like, why now? Why this time? I don't know. You have a bunch of people that were catching FOMO. You have a bunch of people that are saying, oh, hey, it reminded me of those days. Wind the clocks back a couple years ago. Oh, yo, there's only like 500 Catwoman left. Yo, there's 400. And we'd be watching it on stream. Comment down below if you remember those days. Those are great times. It's like, oh, Catwoman sold out. Yo, Mara's about to sell out now too. Captain America. Like, it was wild, and that's what we were going through last night. It was reminiscent of those times. I'm very, very excited to see where Veve's going. It almost feels like we took a time travel. We took a time warp back to 2021, where we're counting down things selling out. It was great. And of course, as soon as it sold out, the price went up to like $85. I think it's about $75 right now. So it's still well above retail. I just thought that was really cool. It was really exciting to see that. So remember a couple days ago when I reported that Recur 48 had about 10% of the supply of Peter Quills, having about 400? And I said, oh, hey, I thought of you the other day because I had purchased a Peter Quill sub 100 for like $60. Okay, well now he has 511 Peter Quills. And this was as of last night. This is as of like 20 hours ago, maybe even 22 by the time you've seen this video. This dude's buying, what is it, $7? Okay, time's up. $700 worth of Peter Quills in like 2 days. That's nuts. That's insane. So yeah, clearly he has more Peter Quills than most people do have collectibles or comics on this app. This is absolutely wild. If you're determined to do something, clearly you can do it. And there are more of these people out there. Maybe not all of them are collecting Peter Quills, but everyone has their one thing that they do really like to stack. I like Loki's, I like Cassie Lang's. But speaking of these, I did happen to get a Drax. It was a sub 100. It wasn't like a crazy good mint. It wasn't like number 69 or 75, whatever. It was number 91, but I did get it for less than 2x the price of the floor. Price of the floor is like $26. I got it for $49.90. You can't see that. There's my Drax number 91 at $49.90. So I did get that. I do not have a ton of gems left, which is also not good because we have Happy Tree Friends, which I went over yesterday. I'll get into that in a minute. But some other news, we have Low Mint Mick, who's really, really known for a lot of the ultra rare Luke Skywalkers. I think he has a couple secret rare and a bunch of rare, but a bunch of ultra rare Luke Skywalkers as well. It says, the Kang Roulette is my favorite. I've minted over 80 Kangs. There are an ultra rare and a rare of him, and I think the rares are pretty cheap. The ultra rares are going above retail, but he has 80 of them, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. And he says, like, oh, if you know, you know. And I was like, I don't know. Like, is he going to be the big bad of the MCU? Yeah, he's going to be one of the next ones before Secret Wars, before Marvel comes in. But you have, I mean, he's going to be a really cool character. I don't know what's going to happen with Jonathan Majors with that charge that he has, and it's going to be like, oh, whatever. Which is unfortunate because he's a wicked good actor. And again, I don't know, innocent or not, whatever he is. But I don't know. To me, it seems like a big gamble, but, fortune does favor the bold. We also had another Miles Morales sale today. It was over 11K. Now the floor is about 12K, and the floor is a sub 100, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you had a bunch of those sell, and then you had like 4 or 5 secret rare Spider-Man sell. I told y'all 3,900 was far too low for Spider-Man. Freaking stupid. So somebody listened and they're like, yeah, this is dumb. This is exceedingly low. And bought it up to 5,500, where I think it still should be higher, but obviously, raising the price $1,500 is no small feat. Some reviews are coming out from Across the Spider-Verse. Haley Steinfeld, apparently, as Gwen Stacy, is amazing, a really big part of the story, so you might see some of the Spidey Gwens. The Spider-Gwens really go up in value from that Marvel Mighty set. You might see the Spidey 2099 go up. Just, anything from that particular set is probably going to be doing really well. I don't know exactly how they're gonna do that in the future, because Haley Steinfeld is also Kate Bishop over from the Hawkeye series. She's gonna be a Young Avenger. I don't know how they're doing a Young Avenger. She's like 28 years old. Anyway, she's like kind of Hawkeye's new apprentice, and then you have her as Gwen Stacy, which they're calling Spider-Woman. I mean, if you said, oh, Spider-Gwen, they're just gonna find out who she is like really quickly. So they are calling her Spider-Woman for that. So I don't know if Jessica Drew's in that, so she might go down if they're calling her the new Spider-Woman. I don't know what's going to go on with that, but I'm going to probably see it this weekend. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool movie. But speaking of her, the first appearance of her is coming out tomorrow. There are 10,000 editions, so 10,000 mints of this comic. I'll go for it. I think a lot of people will go. She's a super popular character, especially with the younger crowd. Absolutely love her. Okay, so we do have the numbers for... I can't show this photo. We do have the number... Actually, no, we can. This is from Veve. This is straight up from Veve's YouTube. Like, they go and they show... Now, it's animated, so I guess it's okay. But yeah, they straight up showed the horrors that happen with Happy Tree Friends. And they came out with the mint, so it's a $25 blind box. They're all they're fairly scarce. One's at like 1,500. The Chase one I think is like 550, so it actually means 460. So that they are pretty scarce. It's a really nice drop. There's a total of 3,640 of them in all 4 rarities, and then you have a total of $91,000 because they're $25 each. So 91,000. It should go pretty quickly. It should go maybe not right away. It might take a couple minutes, but this is a really, really amazing IP. Like I said, I think the biggest video that's on YouTube of it has over 100 million views. That's in the 9 figures. And the rest are not far behind. 70 million, 80 million, 40 million, 29 million. Like, it's a really popular one. So I'm very excited about that. I'll spend a little bit of money on that. I'll probably get 2 of those sets just because I love them. But I like stamps, man. I don't think any of these stamps are going to go to the moon, but a lot of times they're cheap. Like the baseball stamp. It's cheap. It's a cheap set. The women working stamp, that one. It's cheap, and you get a set for it, and it's like, okay, why not? So they did announce that they do have more stamps coming up. Let me go and read that particular announcement. From Veve, it says, originally issued in 1938, these USPS stamp art collectibles are part of the legendary presidential series, perfectly capturing the essence of former U.S. presidents and notable figures in American history. Blind box is on Saturday, June 3rd, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love it when they roll this out. Not because like, oh, I love stamps, I'm going to spend all my money on them. And not that I think they'll go to the moon. They are nice to collect, but just because it's just a major flex on every other platform out there that we have United States government. Like, that is one of the biggest flexes. Like Disney, yes, definitely the biggest, but the United States government, oh, that's insane. Veve viral posts that in 2021, with no major exchanges, no Disney, no comics, no MCP, laggy Veve drops, and hella faulty secondary market, the OMI token went from 4 zeros to 1 from 1 month to another. It actually happened in like 2 weeks. OMI's fallen price does not scare me. Things can change instantly. Scared money don't make money. And I have to say, I agree with Veve viral. Later in that tweet, he says, oh, I believe that OMI can hit all-time highs in 2025. And yeah, I agree, but I think it can hit it much sooner, next year in 2024. I actually have $15,000 in bets based on that fact, my opinion. Oh, Clever Jerk is apparently in Vegas right now because he happens to go and post on the feed, what's your street name, the things you find in the Las Vegas desert, and you see Darth Vader pointing at Snorlax Street, you see Miles Morales in front of Charmander Lane, and then you see Walt also in front of Charmander and Jigglypuff Lane as well, or Jigglypuff Place. I want to move there. I can't wait. I want to build a house there. Also, if you want to go to an in real life event, Mr. MC1.eth had posted before, hi Veve fam, I got New York ComicCon tickets in the pre-sale today. Are you attending New York ComicCon? Do you want to attend the rooftop after party? Please leave a comment below, so you can go to his Twitter, leave a comment, and see if you want to do that. And then Aaron says, is that the next event Veve is attending? I can't remember if they confirmed. Mr. MC1 says, I think San Diego Comic-Con is next, and they have not announced any other plans for any events this year as of yet. David had mentioned, yeah, we want to do 3 in North America, so probably New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and most likely, I know Alex had confirmed that they had applied to try to be a vendor at, I think, Montreal Fan Expo. That if they do get that, that'll be in August. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I'll be at friend's wedding. But the other 2 I should definitely be at, unless something crazy happens. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, meow, meow.